This line represents how many sales an Amazon yoga mat got over the past year. And if you type home workouts into Google Trends, this is what we get. Do you see what I see? This area here, it falls over the top of March 11, 2020. And this was when COVID-19 was officially announced as a pandemic. And this was also when all of us had to find a new way of working out. This pretty much represents the state of fitness right now. Gyms are all closed and we all just want to work out. The last time was the 23rd of March. 30th. Right? Doesn't look like it, but I haven't taken a month off the gym in so long. That's crazy. And because most of us have gym memberships, we don't have equipment, so naturally we buy. Demand has completely surpassed supply. You know, things are back ordered, things are delayed. People are getting really desperate now. Well, okay, not that desperate. So most of us are now left with our own body weight and forced to find creative ways to work out at home. So I want to help you find out how we can actually make working out at home as effective as possible. This is what calisthenics looked like in 1831 Philadelphia. It's the art of using your own body weight as resistance, but it doesn't have to involve bars, rings, or flips. Most of us are familiar with push-ups, squats, and burpees. These are all examples of calisthenics. So what does science say? The University of Triangolo Mineiro found that high-intensity bodyweight training had similar results when compared to a normal gym routine. They did a bunch of squats, step-ups, and lowered the rest time between sets to bring up the intensity. I've always had this idea that bodyweight training was somewhat inferior to weights at the gym. But I guess what I'm taking from this study is that it's actually possible. It's possible to get a decent workout in and also make gains at home, and it's not a lost cause. But my girlfriend pointed out one thing that's missing with the home workouts.
Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call a pump. And it feels different. It feels fantastic.
I'm not going to get into the debate of whether or not you actually need the pump for muscle gains, but what I'm going to get into is how we can actually get the pump in our home workouts, because I'll admit, you know, some of my home workouts are pretty lackluster and crap. So tweaked a couple of things and it has really helped a lot because I've been so accustomed to the gym. I'm taking the gym for granted. Most of the time we focus on the program itself, the exercises, but we also forget that intensity plays a huge role. This represents the modified RPE scale, going from 1 super chill to 10 being worked to the max. The study that we mentioned earlier saw results when they exercised at 80 to 90% of their maximum heart rate. So you want to be sitting on a 7 or 8 on the RPE scales. If you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, you should be working out in these dedicated heart rate zones. That will really bring up the intensity. And if you want to be really precise, you can calculate your heart rate reserve, which gets a bit technical. You may not want to do it, you don't need to do it. I'll leave descriptions to some calculators which have helped me, can also help you really identify which beats per minute you need to be working out in. But basically you enter your age, your resting heart rate, and the percentage you want to be working out in, and it should give you a rough estimate of which beats per minute or zone that you should be working out in. So here are some tips that I've used into my own workouts to help you work out at home. Time under tension. When you're lowering yourself down in the push-up or the squat, that's time under tension. When we do bodyweight exercises, there's a tendency to just go through the motions. Slow down. It's a lot more effective for muscle and strength gains. Aim for about 35 seconds on the way down. Reduce your rest time. So start making your workout harder by reducing how much time you take between sets. So for the first week, you want to try do a 2-minute breather, next week 1.5 minutes, and so forth. Utilizing the concept of AMRAP, as many reps as possible. Set a timer, whether a minute or 2 or maybe even 30 seconds, and do as many as you can in that time frame. And the idea is to sprinkle this into your workout. Sprinkle it very lightly because you don't want to be doing this for every set. It's going to kill you. You're going to be absolutely wrecked. I like to do this on the last set of an exercise. There's a whole heap of ways to increase intensity. These 3 tips aren't the only ways, but in my opinion, you can use these 3 tips into almost any exercise program, so you have that flexibility to play with and you have those tools in your tool belt now. I may create an in-depth blog about this, or maybe even a printable PDF that you can quickly look at. If I do it, it'll be in the description below. Alternatively, you can join the Facebook group that I should be also opening up soon. How have your workouts been? Let me know down below, and PS, my name is Victor. Bye.